I'd now like to ask Oliver Kamer from Switzerland, who is one of the inbound students from overseas. Oliver.
Today I got the great chance of speaking to you on behalf of the inbound students. Thanks for the invitation. I'm going to talk to you about what it is to change your home for a whole year and go to a place where you've likely never been before. I'll also tell you some of the great things about the Rotary Youth Exchange Program. My name is Oliver Kamer and I'm an inbound student from Switzerland, where the maximum temperature for today is predicted to be 8 degrees Celsius. Speaking of temperature, I arrived here in July and it was about the same temperature as in Switzerland where I left. The difference was in Switzerland it's called summer, while you call it here winter. The decision of doing an exchange here is quite a big one, probably the biggest one of people at that age that they've ever made. Because you exchange your world, your friends, basically everything you know so far to a world that's completely different to what you're used to. For my part, I always wanted to go on exchange because we had some family friends and they told me how good their experience was. So this idea kind of stuck in my head since the 6th grade. At that point my age was 12, which wasn't enough to go overseas for a year. But I never forgot about the idea. So when I started year 10, my father and I were looking around for different offers and Rotary seemed to be the best one. I filled out all the necessary applications and it was quite some paperwork. And I was then happy to hear that the local Rotary club would accept me as an exchange student and sponsor me for the next year. Time went by and I was really looking forward at first. And then I started packing my bags and I kind of found out I'm actually going for a year. And there's not much to stop now. I knew where I was going and I knew who would welcome me at the airport. So wasn't too bad, but I was kind of nervous. And the only thing I knew about Cairns at that point was I had a look on the internet, a couple of pictures of the beach and a nice picture of the lagoon. And I knew where it was on a map, but I haven't been here. So I got really excited and nervous when I finally got ready and went to the airport there. And I think I checked my bags at least 5 times before I went there because I thought I would forget something. Because you got this one chance to bring everything for 1 year. And then, once I was on a plane with a couple of other exchange students, I kind of wasn't worried anymore because it was too late to go back. I decided I would try and find out if it would work. I arrived in Brisbane and some local Rotarians that picked up another exchange student that flew with me, and they transferred me from the international to the domestic airport. And apart from that, it was really good because I was tired and I had no idea where to go. It also made me feel the first time the support you get by doing exchange with Rotary. You're at the other end of the world at 6 o'clock in the morning, and someone that you've never seen before brings you from the international to the domestic airport. That's one of the advantages of doing exchange with Rotary. And basically the big advantage of doing exchange with Rotary is that there's Rotary and Rotarians, and they like to support you whenever they can and show you a nice part of the world you're living in for the moment. So they take you water skiing or take you to the zoo, all these little things. So for me, being an exchange student means to learn a whole lot about a new country, about a new culture, and in most cases, a new language. You experience something new every single day. If I would have to describe in one sentence, it's being happy every day because you don't really know why, but because it's nice. Well, I would like to wish all the students going overseas the next couple of days all their best for their exchange, and I hope you have an awesome time. And I would say thank you to all of you for making an exchange possible. Thanks for listening to me.